MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
It's been a good series so far as these two teams have split the first two games. So essentially this makes this a 3-game series. That means this game is huge. It's a lot easier playing knowing you're one win away from moving on as opposed to one loss from packing it up and heading home.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2021 Philadelphia Phillies.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Aaron Nola will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Corey Seager, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for the Dodgers, shortstop, Corey Seager.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1 as we get underway in Philadelphia. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Check out 21.
The 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Standing in, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Seager rounds the corner and is headed home. And the throw in gets away from him. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Wow, we're only 2 batters in, and they're already on the board. Leadoff man has a solid at-bat, roping a single. Then the man in the 2-hole delivers an RBI that gets a run across. Always nice to get a lead this early.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. His past line against Aaron Nola, he's gone just 2 for 15. He's taken him deep once. Kipnis stands at second with no outs. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And here's a slider for a called strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Into the corner and slicing foul. No one out with a runner at second. Hit hard to the right side. Santana's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. He's ready. Now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A man at third with 1 away. One and 1 to the Dodgers first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Alex Verdugo will be next. The 3-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Into the box now, Alex Verdugo. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a good curveball at the knees. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Three and 1 to the Dodgers left fielder.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Dodgers lead it 2-0. A moment now to check out the hometown Phillies starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Alex Wood gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Carlos Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Batting second, catcher, JT.
So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a breaking ball stays outside. One out, nobody on. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
So 1-1. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! JT Realmuto with a solo shot. His first homer here in the series, and the Phillies have cut the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game.
Batting third, right fielder, Will Myers.
First pitch of the at-bat. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fourth, center fielder, Tommy Pham.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's 1 for 5. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2-0 count, the pitch. Down low, and the clock thickens here, 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's the 3-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and gone. He tucked it just inside the foul pole that tied the game. A solo shot that time for Tommy Pham. His first homer so far in the series as the Phillies have come back to tie this one at 2.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Here's Starlin Castro. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Dodgers, third baseman, number 13.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now a drive out to left center field. Around first, digging for 2. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Barnes, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to the plate, and not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Alex Wood. And this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
The 1-1 pitch. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Andrew Cole.
Now to the plate, Andrew Cole. Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Drilled to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 5.
Here's Corey Seager.
Corey Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And that one just missed outside.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Barnes at second with 2 down. Three and 0 now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Sent out to straightaway center field. Moving under at Pham. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Phillies 2. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
Left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Nope. 3-0. Maikel Franco will be next. Takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So striding forward now, Maikel Franco. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
So striding in, J.P. Crawford, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. There's a strike.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have two options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And that lead disappears with it as this is now a 3-3 ball game. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. Throw on to first, two gone.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Franco stands at second with two gone. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first two innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Realmuto, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma. He was selected in the third round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Count now a ball and a strike. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Two out here and a runner at second. The 1-2. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. Fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first.
Didn't realize the pitcher and the hitter were being so charitable today, giving away 7 free souvenirs to the fans. This is one of those epic at-bats. Everyone wins.
He stays alive, still 2-2. To short. To his left, Seager. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Phillies lead it 4-3. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Pitch on the way. Grounded to the right. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 1-1 count to Puig. Popped him up. Realmuto moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the first.
And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He hit a sac fly earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 4 and the Dodgers 3. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Myers.
Wood into the windup. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as he looks at a fastball.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one down now.
The batter, number 13.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Castro sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game, when you're hearing the word launch angle, I don't think it applies to him against left-handed pitching. He could put a lot of balls in contact.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And a relay home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
In now, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike now. Castro leads off first with 1 away. He's running. Grounded to third. And that's the second out.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael.
Standing in, Michael Franco reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it his toes. And that retires the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now. Philadelphia is on top 5-3. Ready for another chance? Alex Verdugo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit to short. Crawford gloves it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, number 13.
Next for the Dodgers, number 13. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Called strike over the outside corner.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
One out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 1-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Pham has a beat on it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Austin Barnes. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed up a little high. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. And a fastball just a bit high. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Dodgers down in order. They're still down 5-3. Now batting, J.P. Crawford earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fouled off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, look at Kipnis. Touche, sir.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding me.
Standing in now, Aaron Nola. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Popped him up. Bellinger in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. There's a strike.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
The 0-2 delivery. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Another 0-2 home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Lofted in the air out to right field. Puig's got a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies strand 1, and it remains 5-3. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Alex Wood. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Popped straight up. Crawford onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Andrew Toles.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter, Andrew Toles. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped high in the air. Franco has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey.
Here's Corey Seager. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. The 2-2 one more time. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Here's Will Myers. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Right fielder, Will Myers.
First offering on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The center fielder, number 28, Tommy Pham.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tommy Pham. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready once again, Starlin Castro. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
And that misses, ball one. High and deep to right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Digging in, Rhys Hoskins. And now following the two-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Puig on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the two-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up now, Jason Kipnis. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first inning of this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Now in the box, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 1-0 the count. Puig, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. They're still down 5-3. Gio Gonzalez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Gio Gonzalez.
Now at the plate, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Third baseman, Maikel Franco.
Gonzalez steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Gonzalez has logged upwards of 2,400 innings of work in his career. And during that time, he's compiled over 2,100 strikeouts, placing him in the territory of greats like Roy Halladay and Vida Blue. The 1-0. And a bouncing ball, foul. Inside and low, 2-1. Gonzalez, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in the draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now. J.P. Crawford is on deck. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now the pitch. Tapped down the line, but that one rolls foul. The next 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Great pitch there, as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box now, Aaron Nola. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Liner toward right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So that hit extends the inning for Carlos Santana.
Hey, guys, you know what's funny about this? That's why we're in the booth, and that manager's down there. I would have pinch hit for him right there. I would have thought that's a perfect opportunity to get someone else to the plate. He's stuck with this guy, and not only did it pay off, but he hit a beautiful base hit.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. In head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez, he's 2 for 4. Comes set, and the 0-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Here's a fastball that misses.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Heading out toward shallow right. Puig will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Next up for Los Angeles, number 13, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Number 13.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
The batter, catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Barnes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Glove by Santana, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Gio.
Juan Lagares will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Juan Lagares.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here comes Ned Yost up out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. Now a snap move over to first. And he'll dive back in safely. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Realmuto corrals it, and that ends the inning. Fine work there from the Philadelphia pen. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. Phillies lead this one 5-3. Chris Davinsky gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready now, JT Realmuto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Catcher, JT Realmuto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The right fielder, number 4, Will.
So digging in now, Will Myers. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 home. He's taken high above the zone. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. 1 out, nobody on. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Tommy
Pham will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it remains 5-3. Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
number 65.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Corey Seager. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And he lays off there 1-0. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Got a piece. It's 2-2. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit.
Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
The 1-2 misses. Ball 2. Throw over to first, and he's back standing. And another throw over. Runner back safely. Runners are at first, and so a 3-run shot to right center field, and this one gives them the lead. It's 6-5.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Now batting.
Into the box, Alex Verdugo. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. 3 runs already home here. Popped him up. And Castro will put this one away for route number 2.
Now batting, number 13.
Now at the plate, number 13. He'll look to bounce back after. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball that just misses inside. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit out towards second. Castro has it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run.
Bottom of the 8th coming up.
It's the Dodgers 6 and the Phillies 5. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Yimi Garcia is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Eric Gonzalez is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Number 9.
Here's Starlin Castro.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready with the 0-1. Missed with a slider. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Now a swing and a miss as Castro is retired here for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff men on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now here's the pitch. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. Garcia rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. A 1 pitch on its way. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base path?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. On the move is Puig. 2 gone. So stepping in, J.P. Crawford, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery, and he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. To 2-2 now. The 2-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The next 3-2. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time, and it's fouled away. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
James Hoyt enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Odubel Herrera come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Odubel Herrera.
A ball and no strikes. Herrera, a Venezuelan-born ball player who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying